My name is Doug, and I'm here with my daughter Lauren, who's filming me, and we're going to show you how we made some homemade fish habitats, kind of a do-it-yourself project. Before we get started, I want to thank Al Gore for inventing the internets. Without that, we wouldn't be able to come together on YouTube and share some ideas. The reason we're doing this is 3 or 4 years ago, our pond dam failed and the dam blew out, and we got to see what was underneath the water. It looks like the Walmart parking lot. There literally is not a bit of structure under there anywhere for the fish to hide behind, so we decided to make some fish structures. At that time, I saw the internet posting of the guy who made the 10-foot tall one with the sewer pipe in the concrete block, and I made 4 of those and put those out, but those are in deep water, like 15 feet of water. The area that we fish close to our house is really shallow, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 feet deep, so I wanted to show you how we made some shallower fish structures to hold fish that we could cast to. So we've made a few of them, and they all basically work off of the same concept, and that is you have a structure that holds concrete, something that sticks up out of it, and then this PVC pipe. So this is the low water one we made. It's about 2 feet tall. I'm going to put it at about 5 feet of water so that if we lost 3 feet of water, it'd still be submerged. So this is a shorter one. This is kind of a taller one. My buddy had this piece of sewer pipe, 6-inch sewer pipe. He had a 6-foot stick of it. I cut it in half, drilled some 5/8-inch holes in my paddle bit, put it through it, sealed it all with concrete. We had some of this flexible stuff. This is that stuff that is a downspout for your gutters. We had some of this laying around, so I drilled some holes in that and put our pipe through that and put it in the concrete block, and I had that laying around. So most of these fish structures are just a few dollars. Really, the cost is this vinyl tubing, right? This is $10 for 100 feet. And then you just kind of do the math. However much of it you need is what your price is going to be. So we're going to cut the video now, and I'm going to show you how we make it.
So we have all these buckets here, and this one we got for free, but we like to use these buckets for baseballs and other sports. And so we remember that we had these ones from gardening, and they have holes in them so you can fill those up with duct tape, and it works just as good as this. And they come in different sizes. They have a small one, a medium one, and a large one. Now I'm filling up the holes, if you have holes in your bucket, with duct tape because we don't want the concrete to leak. Even if there's a space, you still want to cover it because the concrete will leak through it and that won't be good.
So I've measured the length of tubing that we need to go into our bucket, and I'm going to cut 8 of them. We're going to put 8 in there, put concrete or some bricks in there, whatever we have laying around for free, maybe stick some PVC pipe up in there. It's kind of, you're only limited by your imagination, so just figure out how long you make it, how long you need to make each piece of tubing. And I'm using these long-handled long-handled 10 snips. Works really well, and it goes pretty quick. Okay, so I've cut 8 or 10 pieces of this PVC tubing into the length that I'm going to need. There's a couple different ways that you can do these, just kind of depending upon the bucket that you're going to use. We've got some of these little small buckets, so the way that I was going to do that is just zip tie the end of these together, put that in concrete, and it'll look about like that. For these bigger ones, I'm going to go ahead and screw it onto the side of the bucket, fill it with concrete, and make it a little bit bigger one. I'm going to put probably 8 or so of these into the bucket. There's just something here to hold it up top, that screw, and then the concrete will hold it down below, and we'll show you the finished product here in just a second. Okay, we've done quite a bit of work this afternoon, and I've mixed up a lot of concrete. Not a lot, but maybe 1 bag. I'm going to pour it into a couple of the habitats that I've made. But just to give you an idea of just how economical you can be with this, I was driving today and I was really paying attention to the bar ditch. I saw a couple of buckets. I saw a round that looked like a washer fluid container, just anything that could hold concrete you could make a fish habitat out of. Mom was going to throw away the cheese ball container, and she washed it out, and we're going to make a fish habitat out of it. I cut down a cedar tree right here, right? So you could make a totally free one. A free container, a free cedar tree, just a little bit of concrete, less than $1, you could have a habitat. I don't like making them out of cedar trees because a buddy of mine put a bunch of cedar trees in his pond, and he says they grab your fish lures and it makes it hard to get loose. So you might get hung up, and that's kind of the idea behind these PVC ones. I think it's a lot less likely to get hung up. So I'm going to pour some concrete. Okay, so we're wrapping up our video. I've got just enough material to make one more of these tarantula little spider looking things. So I had enough material to make 15 total habitats. 6 of these, 2 of these, a real life cedar tree, 4 of these. I found this laying in the bar ditch, and then I've had another one in PVC. So I made a total of 15 habitats, and almost all of it was stuff that we repurposed. The only thing I bought was concrete and this flexible PVC drip line. So I spent about $60 for 15 habitats. So what is that a piece? Let's see. Knot times knot is knot. Carry the knot. Well, I can't figure it out. Anyway, it's not expensive. Okay? So I bet my son that this video would go viral. So if you like it, give me the thumbs up. I'll win 10 bucks from him, and then I'll be able to buy more habitat. So, and if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you need to go down maybe and check yourself for a fever or hand, foot, and mouth disease.